Dolphins get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll have a first down past the 40.
Man open left side is Brown. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
To throw is Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And it's second down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Switch. There you go, 5-0 here. Fresno.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Rosen. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 3rd and 1, Rosen. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. That one good for 26 and a first down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. 1st and 10 right at the 20. On the handoff, it's Geis. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Escaping the pressure right. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check 59.
Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Charles Harris able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Play action. It's Jackson. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field.
It got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards on first down, Drake. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Rosen. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And a broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now Jackson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be. It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. 3rd down. Here's Geis. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good at the edge.
So on 4th down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
That's good for Dolphins. 1st down.
This quarterback now 5 of 6. Very accurate since taking over. And he's got his guys a 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he hits Drake. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rosen. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a gain of 35. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. 5 yards on the touchdown run. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And
he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Tyus Bowser leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Rosen to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow, he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle it and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen. That's going to be caught. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Ballage in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. And go to base. Go right forward, right forward. Get that quarterback.
On 1st and 10, Drake. He'll buy some time right. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
left. Watch left. We don't want this.
Throwing again on second down. Rosen going deep here for Parker. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Parker, the intended target.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Throwing is Jackson. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 16 yards, a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Second down and goal. Jackson dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
So they were stopped trying to run the ball on first down. Now they take a sack on second down. The offensive coordinator's got to find a way to flip the script on the defensive coordinator, because right now the defense has the advantage.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Jackson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down. 3 down. Kill. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
4 down, check, 4 down. Watch 81, fellas, watch 81.
And this time, Rosen will throw. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's good. First down.
2 times.
First and 10 at the 40.
They'll run on first down. It's Drake. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Ready next time.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Here's Rosen. Over the middle, complete. That's Parker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll come out in the pistol. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Balazs. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Balazs with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Rolling to his left. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Flush to his right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And Jackson throwing once more. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're running. Ingram. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First down, Ravens.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Right 20! All day, just like that. Just like that. Check 99! Strong. Switch gears.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
3rd and 5.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Rosen will throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the first quarter, he said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Hey, Haywood!
Again, it's Rosen. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Drake. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Watch the whip. Out. 80. Check 13. Check 13.
Now Balaj. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. And Stills over the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Jackson now off the bootleg. He's got his man on the crossing route. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now it's Jackson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And they're not
Let's go.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Dolphins, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.